everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good rushing offense. The Raiders are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against a Panthers team that wants to keep the running game in check.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now on first down. And he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got some real estate inside the 30. Oh, shifty. Whoa. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. 34 yards there at a first down. They'll run with Lynch, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Now a handoff looking right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal. Now on 4th down, Jack Del Rio's going to send on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
This is taken at the 3. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 23. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go now. Green, 30 yards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 30. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a handoff here to his running back. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Second down following the run. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
A good pickup there at 22.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And caught left side, Olsen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Gano for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now they try the right side here. Ooh, with a juke. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Cooper will come in motion right. Now they'll throw with Carr. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? The defense helps the offense out there. Now 5 yards to go on first down. Following the penalty, Lynch down right around the 25. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Open space inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken in at the 1. A nice little juke. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a play fake here on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that...
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper. Third down here. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On third and long, it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And now here's a carry heading left. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Lucas. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. 12 more yards there and another first down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more after this. To throw now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now they try the right side here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing his car on third down. And this one is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the third quarter in Carson. The Chargers have just scored, so they've taken the lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They're going to look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Panthers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Fights him off. Flushed out right. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the third quarter in Carson. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now after the INT. It's Carr. Completes it right side to Cooper. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown! A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lucas. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Looking to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now.
Watch it now, Marty. Let's go. Green, 39.
Defense showing blitz.
Watch it now, Marty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. That's caught inside the 20. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And the back goes into motion. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now a handoff looking right. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And he'll give it here to his running back. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 23. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe him.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr, he's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now Carr, got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. And the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff as they run left side. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. Leopard.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And now here's a carry heading left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Good. No. Check. Patriot.
Now a handoff as they run left side. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points.